Did you know there are more than 100 trillion microorganisms living inside your gut right now? This hidden ecosystem, called the microbiome, not only helps you digest food, but also influences your mood, your energy, and even your risk of developing chronic diseases. And here's the surprising part. The way you feel every single day may depend on what they eat. Fascinating, isn't it? Most people think health is just about counting calories or cutting carbs, but recent studies show that one of the biggest keys to losing weight, reducing inflammation, and boosting energy is actually taking care of your gut health. And here's the twist. It's not only about feeding yourself, it's about feeding the right microbes living inside you. That changes everything. Have you ever wondered why some people can eat almost anything and stay lean, while others are stuck on endless diets with no results? The answer may lie in the balance of their gut microbiome. And the good news is, there's a proven set of nutrition strategies, a real gut health diet that can turn things around. Want to know how? Today you'll learn why scientists at Stanford, Harvard, and leading European universities are so excited about gut health. They've shown it's possible to lower inflammation, strengthen immunity, and even sharpen mental focus simply by adjusting your meals. And here's the best part. This isn't about trendy fads or expensive supplements. It's about science you can apply at home. And here's my promise. If you stay with me until the end, you'll walk away with a practical guide to building meals that feed not just you, but also your gut. You'll discover which foods boost microbial diversity, which hidden habits silently destroy your gut health, and most importantly, a simple step-by-step plan you can start using today. Sound useful? So get ready, because this is not just another generic list of healthy foods. It's a deep dive into the science of gut health, explained in a way that anyone can follow. And I'll warn you now, some of these tips will surprise you, especially when we talk about fermented foods, fiber, and even the hidden dangers of ultra-processed products. Ready to uncover the truth about the gut health diet? Scientists at Stanford University ran a fascinating study. They divided volunteers into two groups. One ate more fiber, the other added more fermented foods like kefir and sauerkraut. In just 10 weeks, the fermented group showed a big boost in gut diversity and lower levels of inflammatory markers in their blood. In other words, what you put on your plate directly shapes how your body reacts. Do you already include any fermented foods in your daily routine? Another powerful example comes from the Mediterranean diet, famous among heart doctors. Researchers found that beyond protecting the heart, this eating style also improves gut health. People who eat plenty of olive oil, veggies, fruits, and nuts tend to have a more diverse, less inflammatory microbiome. Interesting, right? It shows that real, whole food is still the best medicine.
And it's not just Europe confirming these benefits. In the US, studies with people suffering from irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, showed that a low FODMAP diet reduces symptoms like bloating and stomach pain. The effect comes from giving the gut a break, preventing certain fibers from fermenting too much. Do you know someone who always complains about stomach sensitivity? This might be their clue. Here's some social proof. Thousands of people around the world report that after swapping processed foods for simple home-cooked meals, they felt more energy and even better moods. That's no coincidence. There's a gut-brain axis, and we now know the microbiome helps regulate serotonin, the happiness hormone. Amazing to think a colorful salad can actually lift your mood, don't you agree? Of course, it's not all sunshine. Research also warns about certain food additives. A clinical trial published in Gastroenterology tested a common emulsifier called CMC. In just a few weeks, it disrupted the participants' microbiome and caused more digestive discomfort. This shows that gut health is not only about adding good things, but also about cutting back on harmful ones. Do you usually check food labels before buying? So when we talk about the gut health diet, it's not hype, It's decades of science proving that small, simple choices matter. Adding yogurt, eating beans, or cutting back on diet sodas are decisions that make measurable changes in your body. That mix of solid research and everyday examples is what makes this topic so powerful. After all, who wouldn't want more energy, less inflammation, and a gut that actually works the way it should? Now, it's time for the practical part. How do you actually apply the gut health diet in your daily life? Think of this as a simple guide with 7 steps you can start today, no complicated rules or expensive supplements. Each step is backed by science, but most importantly, they're easy enough to fit into your routine. Ready to build your plan? Step 1. Add 1 fermented food every day. Yogurt, kefir, kimchi, or sauerkraut are great options. Studies show that daily fermented foods increase good bacteria diversity and lower inflammation. Imagine starting your morning with a glass of kefir or ending dinner with a spoonful of sauerkraut. Small habits with a big impact. Step 2. Focus on soluble fiber. Oats, apples, beans, and psyllium are easy examples. These fibers are fuel for your gut bacteria, helping them produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which strengthen the gut lining. Ever noticed how a simple bowl of oatmeal can make your digestion feel smoother? Step 3. Include resistant starch. Foods like cooled rice or potatoes, green bananas, and legumes are rich in this powerful carb. Resistant starch also fuels butyrate production and calms hidden inflammation. A simple tip: cook rice at night, refrigerate it, and reheat the next day. Same food, more gut benefits. Step 4. Cut back on ultra-processed foods and artificial sweeteners. Recent studies show that emulsifiers and certain sweeteners can disrupt the microbiome and even impact blood sugar control. You don't need to eliminate everything overnight, but cutting down already makes a difference. Can you picture how your health would change if you replaced half of those packaged products? Step 5. Maximize plant variety. The more colors and diversity on your plate, the more types of beneficial bacteria you'll support. Experts suggest aiming for at least 30 different plant foods per week: fruits, veggies, grains, nuts, and seeds. Sounds challenging? Try counting them. It turns into a fun health game.
Step 6. Add polyphenol-rich foods. Berries, green tea, olive oil, and dark chocolate are gut-friendly powerhouses. They act as antioxidants and help balance the microbiome, reducing hidden inflammation. Think about it. Something as small as a handful of blueberries can be a gift to your gut. Step 7. Choose lean proteins and legumes. Fish, eggs, chicken, and beans provide balance without overloading the gut. Legumes like lentils and chickpeas also bring extra fiber to feed beneficial bacteria. Try this. Swap half the ground beef in a recipe for lentils. The flavor stays delicious and your gut wins. Step 8. Hydrate smartly. Water is essential for fiber to do its job properly. Without enough hydration, digestion slows down, and the benefits of the gut health diet are cut in half. The trick is simple. Spread your water intake throughout the day instead of chugging it all at night. How many glasses have you had today? Step 9. Prioritize sleep. Poor sleep can disrupt the gut microbiome, trigger inflammation, and even promote weight gain. Research shows that just a few nights of bad sleep can shift gut bacteria in a negative way. So along with focusing on your meals, protect your pillow time too. Do you usually get enough rest? Step 10. Move every day. Walking, biking, or strength training not only burns calories, but also shapes your microbiome. Physical activity acts like natural fertilizer for good bacteria. You don't need an expensive gym. A simple walk after dinner can already make a difference. What's your favorite way to stay active? Step 11. Manage stress. Stress hormones can affect gut permeability and trigger inflammation. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, or relaxing hobbies help protect gut balance. Remember, gut health isn't only about food, it's about your lifestyle. How do you usually unwind after a stressful day? Look at what we've uncovered so far. By adding fermented foods, soluble fiber, resistant starch, polyphenols, and simple habits like better sleep and stress management, you're not just improving digestion, you're building an environment that boosts energy, strengthens immunity, and even supports emotional balance. The gut health diet is more than nutrition, it's a lifestyle. Can you picture yourself applying this? The impact is real. Clinical studies show that diet changes can lower inflammatory markers in just a few weeks. People who once felt drained report new energy. Those struggling with constipation find relief. Even symptoms of anxiety ease. This isn't a marketing trick, it's science at work. Isn't it amazing how small shifts can create big results?
And the best part? You don't need extreme diets or expensive supplements, just simple changes in your plate and daily habits. Swapping soda for green tea, adding beans to lunch, or eating rice that's been cooled and reheated. Tiny steps that reprogram your microbiome. Would you try one of these at your next meal? So tell me, doesn't it make sense that taking care of your gut could be the missing link for weight loss, energy, and lower inflammation? This knowledge only works if you put it into practice. Which of these steps do you think would be easiest to start today? If this content spoke to you, give this video a like and share it with someone who also needs to hear about gut health. Your support helps this type of science-based information reach more people. Who in your life do you think could benefit from these tips? And don't forget to subscribe, because in the next video, we'll uncover so-called healthy foods that might actually be sabotaging your gut health. It will be the perfect follow-up to what you've learned today. Until then, remember this: every meal is a chance to rebuild your health, starting with your gut. Let's do this together. If there's one powerful lesson we can take from all this, it's that true health doesn't start at the gym or even in the doctor's office. It starts on your plate, with the daily choices that either feed or weaken your microbiome. This invisible world inside you can be your strongest ally or your greatest threat. The good news? You hold the power to decide. Every spoonful of live culture yogurt, every colorful plate of veggies, every serving of cooled rice is more than just calories. It's fuel for bacteria that produce compounds proven to lower inflammation, balance hormones, and even lift your mood. With every meal, you're programming your health for the years ahead. And we're not talking about miracles. We're talking about science, clinical trials, real data, and people whose lives have been transformed. The secret isn't a single magic food, but a pattern of habits that create a resilient gut ecosystem. That's the essence of the gut health diet: consistency, variety, and balance. Do you feel ready to take that step? Here's the moral of the story. When you care for your gut, you care for your whole body. Energy comes back, digestion improves, weight naturally balances, and even your mind feels lighter. It's like unlocking a superpower that's been there all along, waiting for the right key. And that key is your diet. So let me ask you, which of today's tips will you start with first? Your answer matters, not only for your own health, but also because your comment could inspire someone else watching this video. Imagine the ripple effect if everyone here took just one small step today. Could your choice be the spark for someone else's transformation? And stay tuned, because in the next video, we'll expose the so-called healthy foods that may secretly be damaging your gut health. It's the perfect continuation of what you've learned today. Until then, keep this thought close. Health is built quietly, every day, deep inside your gut, and you have the power to shape how that story unfolds.